Good day, human Latiosites. This is Latios and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Shuffle. So, let's begin. So last time, we took on the first few stages in this new batch of main stages. This time we're going to keep on going. So first up, we have Stout Hland. So let's do this. Alright. So we have 8 moves. As long as we can beat this thing itemless with +5, we should be able to S-rank it. Not totally sure how this is going to go, but, you know, we have Beware here. Maybe it can come through for us. Who knows? Alright. Really not too much for us to do right this second. Let's do this. Meloette is coming through. Alright. I think we can probably let Deontay Mega Evolve here. Not gonna get the block shot off, but that's okay. This is not very good for us, to be totally honest. Alright, let's do this. Just to get something. Alright, so now we can at least get some damage with Meloette, with Deontay here. And we need to beat this thing right now. There we go. So, the +5 did matter. In fact, I don't think we would have beaten this thing without the +5, but because of that +5, we are going to get the S rank right here. So that's convenient. Fortunately, we already have Stout Hland, so we don't have to worry about actually getting a minimal catch rate. So, next up is going to be Drillbur. So for Drillbur, we can go, I guess, Greninja, Rowlet, and... I mean, I guess I could go with something like Alolan Ninetales so we can freeze it. I think I'm going to go Volcanion, just so we can get the slightly better attack power, and Risk Taker in case we have to go for it for whatever reason. Let's add a +5 just to be safe, and let's go! Alright, we have 10 moves, so basically we just need to beat this thing within 10 moves. Simple enough. Alright. So... seriously? We're literally left with nothing to do. Alright. Come on, Greninja. Greninja's not coming through for us. Alright, fortunately, Rowlet kind of is. But not really. I think I have to go for Volcanion here just to be able to get the combo into Deontay here. So that means we have 4 more moves. And... Let's do this. Greninja's not coming through for us, but getting Deontay there, and oh boy. I don't think we have a choice here. Rowlet coming through! Alright, so Unity Power Rowlet really is working out for us here. So there we go, the +5 definitely mattered there. We did have an extra move with that +5, but with that we got our S rank on Drillbur. Okay, so next up, we've got Aegislash. Alright, so... Alright, we can go for a fighting team, I guess. Although, if I'm not bringing Lucario, I mean, it makes more sense to have Flygon than to have Hitmonlee in this scenario. Alright. You know what, let's do this. Alright. So we have 21 moves. I'm using a bunch of items here just to be safe. And there's no way to go for a Camerupt. In fact, the only option we have right now is to go for Beware. Which isn't even coming through for us. Okay. Well, Flygon came through. Alright, so... honestly, I think I have to go for the, Alright, let's do this, let's do this. I should have gone for something like T-Tar, actually. Let's do this, let's do this. Get rid of the blocks. Alright, so now we're kind of running low on moves, relatively speaking. So, I'm going to do this just to set up for Buzzwole. But we're, really can't come through for us because we do have disruption delay. But we can do this. Let's do this, let's do this. Alright, so I think we need 10 moves remaining in the end. Unfortunately, Buzzwole didn't come through there, but that's to be expected, I suppose. Alright. Buzzwole, I need you to start coming through for me again. Like, I honestly don't think we can... we don't have a chance here if Buzzwole doesn't start coming through for us. Let's do this. Let's do this, let's do this. Let's do this, let's do this. Theoretically, now Beware can kind of come through for us, potentially. Now if the disruption delay is gone. Alright, we're gonna do this. So, Flygon really didn't do too much since I did disruption delay. But, same with Beware. But there we go. With that, we got our S rank on Aegislash. Did take a few items, but you know what? Hey, it's done now. So, next up, we've got Behem. Alright. How do we want to do this? You can try this with... I think Trevenant is probably not a bad mon to use. Definitely Hoopa Unbound. You know what, Zoroark might be able to help us with comboing, although it won't benefit Trevenant, it might benefit if we go with T-Tar. So, let's do this. Alright, we have 10 moves to beat this thing. Alright, so it looks like Trevenant might not be all that useful for us, as it turns out, but that's fine. There's no way to get a typeless combo or any kind of combo booster in with a T-Tar, so I'm just gonna have to just straight up do this. Alright, There's really no good combo to go for with Zoroark. I mean, I can do this, but it's not going to give us anything particularly good. Alright, so you know what? Let's do this. Might as well get something with typeless combo happening. Alright. Problem is, we're not getting much happening here. Okay, so you know what? I think we have to do this. We're gonna get the typeless combo there, which is kind of nice, but it's not enough. Okay, so this really isn't giving me very much to work with. Okay. We're really not getting much to work with here. Okay, I'm gonna do this, just to get something, potentially. Because that means we have one more move now, before the S rank is gone. And we lost the S rank. Great. Just great. Alright, well you know what, we came really close. Missed it by basically 2 moves. If we could have gotten a better combo 2 moves ago, we would have pretty much beaten it, but you know what? I definitely should have gone with something dark type instead of Trevenant here. Either that, or I should have just left an empty space instead of bringing Zoroark. Yeah, I think I might actually try this without Zoroark, and just not bring a, try this with a non-support. Because I think Trevenant's probably going to help us out more than a, I can rely on a combo. So let's go! Alright, we have 10 moves to do this once again. So this time, if Hoopa can come through for us, we'll be in really good shape. I don't think it's gonna happen, but... Ooh, hey, it did! Alright, cool. That did so much damage. Alright, already this is off to a much better start. Since now... Let's see, alright, Hoopa's not coming through for us this time, but that's fine, because we still have plenty of moves. Alright. So... let's do this. Alright, let's... Alright, so... Hoop is not coming through for us, but that's okay, because Trevenant will. Because now this will finish it. Alright. So... yeah, the burst damagers, from my experience, tend to do a little better than relying on actual combos. Hoopa is good for getting some serious damage down when you can get a combo, but the problem is... if you can't get the combo, well, then Hoopa isn't going to do nearly as much for you. So with that, we are going to get our S rank on Bahia. Alright. So, next up we have Rufflet. So... let's go... Shiny Zardex gave evolves pretty quickly, so that's probably not a bad way to go. And I need better super effective attackers, I think. I mean, I guess I can go with Zekrom, just for the attack power, because I don't really have many other burst damagers. I have Vanillux, but it's not maxed out and shot out, and it could drop right on the farmable stage. It's terrible. It's also not, I didn't get any RMLs quite yet, so I think we'll just go with Zekrom for this, just to be, just for the attack power. So let's go. Alright, we have 12 moves. We need to beat this thing with 6. And, okay, I'm thinking that we have to go for the Rufflet in the middle. Simple enough. Alright, so... Rockruff coming through. Alright. So you know what? I think we can probably do this. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Just to get some combos happening. Alright. Alright, I guess Rockruff can't come through every time. Fair enough. Alright, so... let's do this. Because now, I mean, there are the if Pikachu can come through for us, we win. Alright, Pikachu's not coming through for us. But we can do this, we can do this. Pikachu only has to come through for us once, and we're in good shape. Although I feel like my odds are better with Rockruff anyway. Alright, now we're up to our last move. Actually, it's not even going to go that far, is it? Alright. Thank you, Rufflet, for defeating yourself for all intents and purposes. Okay. So... if you have better luck with combos and whatnot, and trigger activations, you probably don't need a +5 for this. But with that, we are going to get our S-Rank 1 Rufflet. Also, if you have, like, the shot-out Pikachu, then you can probably get a lot more consistent results than the Angry Pikachu. I really never invested in that, so that's probably not something I should have neglected. Also, the normal Pikachu you can now skill swap to Unity Power, which can also hit pretty hard, and probably a little bit more consistently than the Angry Pikachu. I wouldn't recommend using both of them because it might be hard to distinguish between them sometimes, especially in the expert stages, but that is definitely something to think about. So next up, we have Excadrill. So... honestly, I think I'd rather use a Tapper than a block remover and whatnot. So, let's do this. Okay, we have 15 moves, which means we need to beat this thing with 7 remaining. I think we're probably going to get the Mega off pretty quickly. And yeah, we don't have very many moves to go for anyway. Don't you just love it when your options are that limited? Okay, so there's the Mega, but that means we need to beat this thing within 10 moves. We need... alright, Rowlet, I need you to come through. Rowlet's not coming through. So... I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Greninja's not coming... nothing... we're not getting Unity Powers. We're just not getting Unity Powers. And that is actually going to cost us this game, I'm pretty sure. Because if we're not going to get the burst damage off, we're not going to be able to win. Alright, we're getting it on the 3 match, which is definitely something, but not nearly enough. Alright, we need Greninja to come through right now. Still, I don't think it's enough, but there's a chance. Now let's do this. Let's do this. Get rid of those blocks. Hopefully get a combo from Greninja there. That means we have 3 more moves. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We still have a chance. And there goes our chance. Two consecutive fails. Well, we're gonna beat this thing, but we're not gonna get the S rank there. We would have needed Greninja to come through more for that. If I had like a block shot or a rock shot user that was invested, that would probably work out better for us. But I think for this, I'm actually gonna have to disruption delay. Alright, we have 15 moves. We do have a disruption delay. I don't really have a great Charizard to go for here. Let's do this. Maybe we can... Alright, you know, we're not getting a combo here. I need Greninja to come through, which isn't happening. Okay, I don't think I've had one activation yet so far this entire time. So this is a problem. Alright, there's one. And there's no matches of anything more, so... This can be a problem. Let's do this, let's do this. We can do this, we can do this. Alright, we need Rowlet to come through. Okay, Rowlet is coming through there, that's good. But Greninja's not. But we did get a nice 20 combo there, which somewhat softens it for us, somewhat. Not fully, but it's something. Alright, I need Greninja to come through now. Greninja, I don't know what I did to you, but you just cost me the game. Oh my god. If it fails this time, then I'm calling hacks. Alright. So now we just need to beat this thing. I think the safe play would be to do this. Because now, that'll finish it. Oh my goodness. That was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Oh my goodness. Alright, but there we go. So with that, we S-ranked Excadrill. So that's good. Alright. So next up is going to be Braviary. Yeah. So, alright. Let's go take on Braviary. I think T-Tar is probably the best Mega for this. This is going to be a tough stage from what I've heard. So, I'm going to save myself some of the strife of life. And apparently a complexity might be useful for this stage. So I'm just going to straight up item bundle this thing. I know I don't do it that often, but I don't need the experience, but I'd rather just use the bundle than pay for a complexity. So let's do this. 8 moves, which means basically we just need to be able to beat this thing for all intents and purposes. So, the experience isn't going to help us because everything here is at max level that we brought. And, alright, how do we want to do this? I think just straight up go for T-Tar here. So Pikachu is going to come through there for us, which is kind of nice. It's not going to happen twice, but that is manageable still. I probably shouldn't be going for Pikachu, to be honest. But I think we got this, especially because we have that complexity up. So this pretty much, this should be a cakewalk. This is definitely overkill, but at the same time, this way we don't have to worry about near misses on something. Plus I have enough coin grinding to do anyway. So, whatever. So once again, this is overkill. You can probably get this a lot easier, but there's a S rank on Braviary. You can PSB grind on this stage, but from what I heard, it's a difficult stage. So do what you want. And Shiny Rayquaza is a main stage now. So I'm gonna do this the same way as I just did Braviary. Since we do have the item bundle option, I'm just gonna go for it. We do have all these jewels now, plus there's the twice monthly check-in bonus one. So there's really no reason not to, well, no reason for me to really need to conserve these jewels at this point. So, whatever. Might as well make my life simpler. So let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Probably not the best option, but I think we should be able to combo well enough here. Hopefully. Didn't quite happen like that, but that's okay. We can do this, so we can get rid of this, we can get rid of this, we can get rid of this. So, if you didn't get the shiny Rayquaza from the Safari, this is your opportunity, although it's probably not the best time to try to actually catch it, considering the catch rate probably sucks. So, there's that to consider, I guess. But if you use a complexity, you should be okay. I mean, we're doing some serious damage here. So, I mean, we do have some high attack power mons here, even if I'm not actually getting activations on them. So, once again, take it as you will. Keep in mind I am using some really heavy investments here. I am using the jewel bundles and whatnot. Should have gone for Rockruff instead of Pikachu, not that it really makes that big a difference. Especially because half the time I'm just going for T-Tar anyway. Alright, let's do this, and this. I mean, this thing just has a massive amount of HP, as you can see. I don't know why they made Rayquaza so fat, maybe because it's a boss, but kind of weird though that it's a boss battle, but it's like stage 685. It's not it's not the boss. Although it makes sense it's not the boss, because it's not like a Mega or anything. Plus, it's not anything new. I mean, Rayquaza wasn't the area boss. Well, Mega Rayquaza was. I mean, they're not making shiny Mega Rayquaza an area boss. In fact, I doubt that that would even be in the game, considering, you know, the Mega Stone for Rayquaza, well, for Rayquaza is already obtainable. So there'd be no incentive to actually take it on, since it's not like you can PSP grind on a Mega. Alright, so with that, we got our S rank on shiny Rayquaza. Pretty simple. Doesn't seem to have a great drop rate, so I don't see a reason to ever PSP grind this thing. It seems to be a difficult stage anyway, so that really would make no sense. So, next up is Lickitung. So, I guess we'll take on Lickitung next time. So, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we take on Lickitung. Goodbye.